And good morning, good afternoon, good evening, everybody. Welcome to another episode of the Cameron Woolley Show. With me is Ming Chen,
What's up, everybody?
and I am Cameron Woolley. So, we will get to the Yankee game very shortly.
Okay.
As of right now,
Okay.
it is 7:38 p.m. Eastern Time. The Yankee game was supposed to start around 20 some odd minutes ago.
All right.
Game 2 of the Subway Series. Obviously, this has become a huge deal.
Especially now, a lot of implications, bragging rights.
Yeah.
The what is the state of the Yankees right now?
I'm the state. I
I
couldn't tell you what the team is right now.
all right.
I tell you what they aren't. They aren't winners. Even well,
Pat-
last night, the last few years have made me so jaded that even thrilling comeback wins
Nothing.
against
You felt nothing.
against already locked into the Hall of Fame pitchers, they don't move me at all. Because this Yankee team shows flashes like this every year. It's like,
Sure.
this is what the Yankees can be,
Right.
but it's just what they aren't. Like, the Yankees of last night are not the Yankees that have showed up for the last few years, at least in the playoffs. And they aren't the Yankees that are going to be showing up for the rest of the season, and they aren't the Yankees that are going to be showing up in October. And I say this in a bad way because the Yankees are beaten up by injuries right now. Yeah, shocker. Yankees are being beaten up by injuries.
I'm shocked.
Yeah, the
shocked.
best player on the planet coming back is going to help matters, but again, this is
Stubbed his toe.
real bad.
It looked bad.
Really bad
I'm
stuff.
glad it's still attached.
Well, I mean, and some Yankee fans are like blaming Dodger Stadium. But you know what? How about you blame Michael King for throwing such a terrible pitch to
Right.
JD Martinez, one of the best hitters of this generation, that allowed him to give that ball such a ride to right field and put it in the spot that Judge, again, best player on the planet, had to chase it down and risk injury,
Yes.
and he ended up getting hurt.
Yes.
He's going to be out for probably a very long time.
What are they saying? How long is very long?
Hal Steinbrenner had his
More than 10 days.
had his yearly mid-season PR show
Okay.
with the press where he did the same song and dance that he did the last couple years. He blamed injuries, said everything else is fine, and nobody pressed him on anything. So,
I mean, what can you do?
like, if I was in that room,
What can you do?
or if I was in that Zoom call, because I know
Right.
Hal Steinbrenner is not facing the press himself in New York, like probably on a Zoom from some yacht in Milan.
Yeah, when did,
Because he owns, like, he's more concerned about his Serie A team that he owns than
when did Hal Steinbrenner turn into Jerry Jones all of a sudden?
because Hal Steinbrenner and Jerry Jones cares about winning
And yachts.
and yachts. Remember the 2020 draft?
I do. Yeah, where he was he in a yacht with like a bunch of like women and like it's like, dude, I love this.
He had
man.
the backdrop. It looked like a conference room
Yes.
on the Death Star.
Yes.
Or like a Star Destroyer or something. Something that, like, you know, that scene in A New Hope where Grand Moff Tarkin and Darth Vader,
Yeah.
like where Vader force chokes that officer.
Yes.
Yeah, that's,
I find your lack of faith disturbing.
yes, that scene.
That's Jerry Jones. Okay.
Although Jerry Jones does not command nearly as
No.
much.
No.
The thing is, Darth Vader got stuff done. Jerry Jones
Did.
hasn't, at least in like 30 years.
No.
He hasn't gotten anything done. So is Hal Steinbrenner.
No. But he's still rich. Both of them. Loaded.
Well, Hal Steinbrenner is rich because Yankee fans are gullible enough or casual enough to go to Yankee Stadium
Yes. Throw
every
money.
day and fill that ballpark and give Hal Steinbrenner a financial incentive to not change anything.
Yes.
So, anyways, a Yankee game starting soon, and I am expecting, since Verlander's pitching, I am expecting absolutely nothing from the
Wait,
offense, and
wait,
also,
wait, it's a
and
pitcher. This is
also,
a good duel though tonight. Come on.
well, last night Severino and Scherzer was supposed to be something, but Severino, I tweeted this last night. I think Severino's career is done at this point.
Wow. Over. That's it.
His injuries, the injuries have become way too much for him.
Debilitating.
Yeah, exactly, debilitating, and
Right, but
it pains me to say because I loved him so much when he is healthy, and I hate saying this because it's the thing that everybody says about this Yankee team when they're healthy or when they're available. They're great when they're there.
Right.
Severino has sort of been the epitome of that. Severino might have actually been the first. Severino was really the first to go down with a big injury and sort of start this trend of the Yankees consistently being the most injured team in baseball.
Really? That was the catalyst.
Well, yeah, he was 2019.
Yeah, good point.
2019, he didn't pitch until September.
Good point.
And he got hurt. He got hurt before Stanton. He got hurt before Judge. He got hurt before everybody discovered that the Yankees are made out of tissue paper. And Brian Cashman continues to just do nothing about it and only add more guys who are made of tissue paper. So he has an excuse to make at the end of your press conference when the team that he built.
Yes. They're not doing well. Why? Injuries. Can't blame me for that.
Yeah, Hal Steinbrenner said, hey, you can't blame me for injury. He said, yeah, we have a championship team when they're on the field. It's like, yeah, obviously. Like, yeah, we know that this Yankee team, when everybody is healthy, when everybody's healthy and going, there are very few holes.
Right.
When this Yankee team is healthy and rolling, they are one of the best teams in baseball. They are the second best team in the American League when they're rolling and healthy. I don't care about Tampa. But it's because you get Tampa away from the Tupperware, they're not a good team.
Yeah.
Like they are mid outside of the Tupperware. I mean, this series against Oakland, which by the way, last night
dropped two games already. Two.
Last night that you caught into the whole like reverse boycott thing, right?
Yes. Yes. Explain though for anybody who
The
doesn't.
Coliseum. So Oakland A's fans, needless to say, are pissed at their owner, John
Frustrated.
Fisher.
They're
They are dealing with the probability that their team is going to be moved.
It's an impending move to Vegas. Listen, it's going to happen.
Yeah.
They've already proved what they do, put a deposit on.
Yeah, the city
on
just approved the $300 million.
Yeah, stadium, brand new stadium, welcoming the future Las Vegas Athletics,
or the Las Vegas. I mean, probably the Vegas A's.
Yeah, to the city of Las Vegas. Yeah. So what are they doing? What did the fans do in protest last night?
They all go to the game to prove that the fans aren't the problem. It's the owner depriving fan interest, and the place was packed, and the place was rocking.
Yes. Except for
I couldn't watch it because, shocker, MLB Network wasn't showing the game because it was painting one of their owners in a very bad light. 20. It's my dream game for Yankee Stadium. 30,000 people just chanting, "Sell the team, sell the team."
It was loud, man.
Team. It was deafening.
It was so loud that whoever
it was a playoff atmosphere.
Yes.
And the A's, not for nothing, 7-game win streak.
Yeah. Yeah.
Now, I don't want to get ahead of myself, but this, if everything goes according to the Hollywood script,
okay,
this is a real life version of Major League.
Okay. Yeah.
Think about it. It's the exact. The owner.
Good point.
The owner
wants to move the team,
making the team suck,
so
they can move.
Yes.
And then the team becoming
the
too
team
good.
And the fans fighting back.
Yeah.
Yes. No evil female owner.
It's an evil male owner.
Yes. No Charlie Sheen. No Corbin Burnson. No Tom, whatever his name. No Wesley Snipes. but other than that, is Major League. It's a good analogy. Now, it worked in the movies. There's There's no getting this team back though.
Yeah,
They-
it sucks because that fan base cares, and the Oakland A's are quietly one of the more storied franchises
right.
in MLB history.
Yes.
And you think of the A's have been at the forefront of some of the best stories in again baseball history. You know,
Sure.
like
Moneyball being one of them.
yeah, but again, Moneyball. I mean, I like Moneyball not because it's fighting against the system of the low payroll and like people look at that movie and say oh, grr, the Yankees, grr, the Dodgers.
Right.
They came away with the wrong message from that movie. What they should have come away with was owners need to invest more money into their team.
Right.
Because if Billy Bean had a good payroll, that team wouldn't have gotten knocked out in the ALDS. They maybe would have won the pennant because the A's, and I love that movie because it paints sabermetrics in such a good light, and it's something that baseball
It
movies.
pays it in the best light.
Yeah.
Man.
It was nominated for Best Picture,
Yep.
dude.
It made baseball interesting. Yes, to the normal person.
Which is very hard to do.
It's extremely hard to do.
It's
Yeah.
interesting to psychopaths like us, but
Oh yeah, because we're crazy.
yeah,
obviously.
we're nuts. I mean, we got the Yankee Met game on right now.
Yes, they have
It's the,
started. Verlander on the
The
mound.
2-2 pitch to Jake Bowers. Fouled off again. Jake Bowers. I tell you, Jake Bowers has been a guy that I am perfectly fine with.
Yeah.
Like he's been a pretty good find. As much as I like to give crap to the Yankee hitting coaches,
Oh,
like as much as I
you need to give they deserve the crap.
they deserve crap when they deserve it, which is a lot, and they deserve credit when they
Right.
deserve it, which is not very often. But I'll give them some credit for Jake Bowers because like the minor league system, the Yankee minor league system is great.
Okay.
Like with the Yankee minor league system constantly is churning out players who are just great prospects. As Bowers flies one to left, chasing back. I think that's Tommy Pham, and he makes the catch in the corner. I'm sure Met fans are gonna say, "Hey, that's a home run in Yankee Stadium."
Yeah. I'm gonna give Yankee hitting coaches a little crap right here. I pulled up two separate articles today. Number one, I wanted to get your reaction on this. Anthony Volpe told reporters.
I was
On
going to get
Tuesday
to this.
night-
I was going to get to
Okay,
this.
look, I'll read the article. You can. I'll get your rebuttal.
For the
Anthony Volpe told reporters on Tuesday night after his 2-hit performance that he and former minor league teammate Austin Wells, while watching video of his at-bats, caught a mechanical tweak that he believes helped him in Tuesday's encouraging performance, which means he caught it himself. He had to go in the video room, him and Austin Wells, looked at his own video and fixed what he thought was a mechanical tweak. Not his job per se, though. Isn't that the hitting coach's fault? Like, hey, wait.
yeah, that's the hitting
Okay.
coach's fault. Dude, like,
Hey.
like apparently they changed his swing that made him the best shortstop prospect in baseball. I mean, although I don't know what positions the other guys were. I think Jordan Walker was a shortstop. I don't know, or Ellie De La Cruz, who has been just electric.
Okay,
But-
article number 2 regarding Aaron Hicks.
Oh dear God! Is this gonna
hitting,
be a thing all
hitting,
summer with
basically hitting
you
like
and me?
hitting like freaking Ted Williams right now.
Yes.
According to Hicks and O's hitting coaches, the team reviewed his Yankee film and crafted an immediate adjustment. Hicks was told to begin from a more athletic stance. He decided to stand more upright. The rest is apparently history. He is. I mean, he's hitting like an all-star right now.
Yeah.
He 2 home runs. He's hitting like some ungodly number. Everything's up. OPS, on base percentage.
You know
batting
that
average.
you know that's gonna regress.
But
right?
this, they
Aaron Hicks is
apparently-
not Ted Williams, okay?
No, I know, but apparently the O's right after they signed him noticed this mechanical flaw watching Yankee video, and fixed it immediately. What? All right. What is going on with the Yankee hitting coaches?
I've been saying this for years. They're idiots.
Okay.
Well, this is just proving a point I've been making on this show for ever since it's been on the air, I suppose. Oh, Stanton went there. Oh God.
And the inning is over.
No, the inning's not over.
No, it's not
Stanton's
over. Okay.
Stanton's the 2-hitter.
Is not over. Yeah. Now look, you could Hicks. You could be like, all right, hey, change of scenery, less pressure. He's playing Camden Yards.
Okay, don't throw this at the Yankee fans.
He's
this
you
is
know,
not our fault.
Is that no? But I mean that playing in a different ballpark doesn't change your mechanics and make you a better hitter.
Yeah, better hitting coaches make you a better hitter.
He when he left the Yankees, he was bad. He was right at the Mendoza line, maybe lower. I mean, he sinks so wide. I think he's like what He's like over 240 right now. So he's doing pretty good. Now again, small sample size. It's been 2 weeks. But I mean, I don't think anyone can deny that he's made a vast improvement than what he's been doing the last 3 years. You could argue. Yeah, I'm not blaming the fans at all, but is the coaching staff to blame?
The Yankee organization has been significantly flawed in the last few years.
Okay.
And again, this is just another case of, and I'm not going to put this on the Yankee fans.
No.
Because, I mean, you only play half of your games at home.
Right. No, I'm not.
Like, plain and simple.
I'm not putting it on the fans at all.
And the media could be, and the media, all things considered, could and should be a lot harder on the Yankees.
Oh, sure. Yes.
And I know that they're journalists, and I get it. I get it. They're supposed to be objective, and they're supposed to not go like too hard because they don't want to have an agenda, and I get that. I get that. Obviously, hey, I'm again communications major. I understand.
Right.
But I mean, they could be asking. Actually, no, I'm not going to go into a.
All right. Well, listen, man.
I'm not going to give any writers any crap with anything, especially with what's going on right now.
All right.
With the strike and all that.
Sure, but you play in the largest market in the world.
Yeah, you're playing the largest.
You're going to get. You're going to hear from. You're going to hear from the largest market. You're going to be
scrutinized if you can't.
Everything.
If you can't play here, then why did you sign the contract?
Right. Right.
Justin Verlander, unsurprisingly, made the Yankee lineup look stupid in the top of the first, as he always does. As Josh Donaldson, who was batting 143, got penciled into the 3-hole because again, the brilliance of the Yankee organization saying like, oh yeah, Josh Donaldson, oh this is the guy, this is the guy who's gonna be.
It's gonna change everything.
Gonna be one of our best hitters in this stretch.
Josh Johnson.
Don't tell me the Yankees are analytic ever again. Because if the Yankees were quote unquote too analytic, they would be smart, which they aren't. They are not smart. They are idiots.
Right.
They're idiots. And now Garrett Cole at Citi Field. I'm sure this is going to be one of the starts that gets blown out of proportion. This is going to make Met fans call Garrett Cole a cheater and all the sticky stuff. Even though one of their relievers got thrown out for using sticky stuff last night. So again, this is a loss for the Yankees at this point.
Already, we're the mid first inning. It's over.
I know this team. I know
it's already over.
Although the Mets, and I'll say, dude, last night was hilarious. Granted, I was paying more attention to the Stanley Cup final.
Sure, as you should have.
Which ended up being a rather anticlimactic.
Ooh, yeah.
I mean, Kachuk was out. He had like a torn. Oh no, he had like a broken sternum. He had a broken sternum, and his brother, like Brady Kachuk, had to help him out of bed every morning.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah. These guys are tough, man.
Yeah, dude. Hockey players are nuts.
Yeah.
Yeah, broken sternum should keep you out of an NHL game.
It's the cup, man. Could be Game 5.
That series is kind of over anyway.
Yeah.
I don't know how the Eastern Conference just couldn't figure out the Florida Panthers. Meanwhile, Vegas just sleepwalked through them.
Yeah,
They just rolled them in 5.
yeah, kind of anticlimactic. Which again, our Stanley Cup was that that Rangers
Was being
Devils.
also, by the way, after last night, the New York Rangers are the ultimate losers of the 2023 Stanley Cup
Yes,
playoffs.
explain.
They lost to the Devils,
Yes,
who lost to the Hurricanes,
yes,
who lost to the Panthers,
yes,
who lost in the final.
yes.
So the line of succession,
Right.
makes although it doesn't paint us in a good light either, because we lost to the Canes, who lost to the Panthers, who lost to the
Hey,
Knights. But
hey, the record is over 500. They made it to the playoffs. They made it past the first round.
beating the Rangers,
Beating the Rangers.
We beat. The
I can't complain that much. I can't complain. But the Rangers new head coach.
Peter Laviolette.
Yes. What are your
I
thoughts
hate
on
that hire. It's good. Peter Laviolette knows how to take underachieving teams
and make them better?
and get them over the hump. He did it with Carolina.
Yes.
Yeah, he was the only team he ever won a cup with. Didn't do it with. No, wait. Washington was. Yes, that wasn't during their underachieving era. He did it with the Flyers.
Yes.
Just remember 2010.
Yep.
He did it with Nashville too.
Yes.
So that's 3 teams that were underachieving, who he took to the Stanley Cup final.
Yes. Turn them into contenders. So, yeah. Good hire.
I was hoping they were gonna hire John Hines. I was praying.
Really?
I was praying.
Okay.
I was praying. Dude, it would have been hilarious.
Yeah.
It would have been that would have been the highlight of my month. It would have been the funniest thing ever.
I mean, I like seeing you laugh, but yeah, it didn't happen.
You also like seeing me scream.
I do like that.
Yeah.
Well, it makes for a good show.
Like seeing me, oh boy, yeah. Well, last week was a great show.
It was. It was.
I was
Well,
coming out, I was banging the table, I was yelling and screaming.
Yeah, it was good. It was good. Hopefully you guys heard that because it was awesome.
I put it on my Twitter.
Yes.
Like,
I saw that.
I never promote this thing on Twitter, which I should be doing. But
Well, you have a captive audience on Twitter, so a captive audience.
yeah, but I put the clip out on Twitter. It was the first clip that I made of this show in a while,
Yeah.
which is another thing I should have continued doing. But
Yeah.
geez, Cole finally put away Brandon Nimmo. 9 pitches. Oh God.
He got the K. He got the out.
Really nice
got the
fastball too. Just 98 top cheddar.
Yeah. Yeah. I don't know if you were around for this. 16 years ago.
I was on this planet, but I was not.
We're watching the Yankee game. Yankees Red Sox game as the Red Sox hit 4 home runs in a row off. Trying to remember the guy's name.
Probably Java Chamberlain.
No, it wasn't Java Chamberlain. It was. I'll have to look it up. His name was Chase something. Chase Wright, I believe. I don't know if you ever saw that.
The Yankees had horrible pitchers like 16 years ago.
They did, but they're decent teams though.
16 years ago was 07. They had horrible pitching.
Yeah. Let's see. It was I believe it was Manny. Let's see, who else? Chase Wright. I was right on that. Mike Lowell, Manny Ramirez, and I can't remember the other 2, but all right. I didn't know if you saw that
No,
that date in Yankees Red Sox history.
Not exactly shocking.
And the weekend series didn't turn out as well as he wanted it to.
It was what I was expecting.
Okay.
No, it's a flat loser team doing what they do best,
Flat
which
loser
is
things.
being flat losers.
Okay. Well, meanwhile, in Birdland, Gunnar Henderson,
Things are good.
AL Player of the Week, my friends.
I saw you hit a grand slam.
hit a grand slam last night. That was awesome. Let me see if I can pull up the his crazy stats from last week.
What a first inning from Cole right there. My God.
All
Absolutely.
right, there you go. You gotta be happy about that. Yeah, I know it.
Absolutely. He dotted a slider.
5 games, hit 526, 3 home runs, 6 RBIs, 2 stolen bases, 5 runs scored, and he slugged 1.053. Slugged
Jesus.
1.053, including the longest home run ever hit on the Utah Street on a fly,
Wait.
462 feet. Did not hit the warehouse, but it was the longest home run to ever hit Utah Street. So 462 feet.
How far away is that?
That warehouse. Well, had he straightened it out a little bit to right field, it was right center. If he went a little more to the right, he may have hit the warehouse, which has only been hit once by Ken Griffey Jr.
In the home run derby.
In the home run derby, so it doesn't count. I think Garner Henderson is going to hit the warehouse one day.
Or the Adley Rutschman.
I think Garner Henderson's got more power, though.
Yeah.
As far as the long ball goes. I think he might be the first to do it. It's incredibly hard. Your launch angle and the distance have to be. It's pretty up there.
The launch angle and exit velocity.
Pretty up there, yeah.
Like it takes a very specific, not to mention climate.
Yes, and climate. It's starting to warm up though, my friends.
Like it's got to be hot.
Yes.
And it's got to be not windy, or the wind's got to be blowing out to right.
Yeah. They just got to get a meatball. And you have enough muscle to get it out there. Yeah, I mean,
if Barry Bonds played in the AL, he would have hit one there.
Yeah, probably. Oh, yeah, no doubt.
Yeah, Barry Bonds.
No doubt he would have hit one out there.
Bonds hit one to the upper deck of Old Yankee Stadium.
Yeah.
Which, I mean, hitting one out to Old Yankee Stadium right field is not
I remember that third deck, right? Oh, man, I was at a game. I saw a freaking Giambi hit one out there, man. A walk-off against the Blue Jays way back in... like 2004 or something, man. I went to a game.
04, don't run. 2004.
It was 04 or 05. I can't remember.
They played baseball in 2004. That's news to me. They never.
Yeah,
I don't remember there being a baseball season in 2004.
I snuck down to the lower level
at Yankee Stadium. I thought you could only get away with that at Camden Yards.
It was. Well, we didn't have seats. We sat in the. We were in the aisleway. As it went, I think it was the bottom of the 10th, and freaking Giambi just cranked one, man. Yeah, that thing went to the moon, man. Freaking whatever Stanizolo or whatever he was on, it was working that day, man.
Yeah, man. Oh, this is like older Jason Giambi, though.
Oh yeah, but that was pretty majestic. That was a pretty
like
awesome.
Giambi never won a World Series with the Yankees. Yeah. Like Giambi's one of those weird figures in Yankee history where, like, yeah, he was really good, but again, as a Yankee, you're measured
by the final accomplishment.
At least back then, you were
right.
Your greatness was measured by the World Series you won, with the exception being Don Mattingly.
Yeah, poor guy.
Because it was not his fault.
No, not at all.
Aaron Judge is going to be remembered the same way.
It's man. Oh, that's wasted talent, man.
But a Judge is even more of a heinous waste of talent than Don Mattingly.
Good point.
Because at least with Mattingly, they had the excuse that the playoff system was so cruel and unforgiving.
Right.
The Yankees, when you won like 97 games and they didn't make the playoffs.
No, because there were no 3 wild cards back then.
Like you got to figure that
you win your division or you're screwed.
In this system,
one of 2 divisions, by the way.
If the Don Mattingly and Ricky Henderson Yankees squeaked into the playoffs.
Yeah,
I'm sorry, dude, but Ricky Henderson and Don Mattingly, those guys knew, especially Ricky Henderson.
If there was a wild card, yeah, they would have won. They would have won.
They would have won a World Series.
Yeah, let's be honest.
But they won a pennant in the '80s. But that was like with like Dave Winfield and like I think Reggie was still on the team in '81. Jesus Christ, here we are sounding like talking about the
old
past. Remember the past.
Well,
Dude, the Mets spent $127 million on their rotation?
yes, they did.
God, dude.
They did.
I gotta tell you, man, dude, Steve Cohen, like, day by day is looking more and more like a con man. Because
Yeah, is he laundering money through the Mets system? Is that what you're accusing him of?
no, I'm saying that he talked a big game, but he's really super duper complacent. Because if he did genuinely care as much about,
I think he would have
Mets
cleaned house
as
by
he
now.
would, yeah, he would have fired Billy Epler at the very after last year. He would have fired Billy Epler.
Yeah.
Although I think Billy Epler is eventually going to be fired because the Mets, unlike their crosstown little brothers, actually can fire GMs when they don't do a good job.
Right. Yeah, I don't know. I'm looking at their record, looking pretty pedestrian, my friends. The Mets.
As DJ
I'm-
LeMahieu rolls over another lazy ground ball to third base, as Justin Verlander, after having a very bad stretch, one of the worst stretches of his career, gets his comfort team.
Mets are 31 and 36, by the way. And
Yeah,
they're-
the Mets
with
are
this
in it.
ungodly payroll. They're in fourth place.
People are
5
saying,
games
like,
under.
and everyone's
10 and a
talking
half
about-
back.
yeah.
They're 1-9 in their last 10 games, my friend.
And as Frank the Tank Fleming always says, the Braves never lose.
No, and they didn't. They swept a doubleheader against the Tigers.
Dude, Frank the Tank's video last night, like his TikTok, like his Mets post-loss meltdown TikTok was amazing.
Oh, yeah. So
Like, did you see Buck's comment on the Mets after they got swept by the Braves?
no,
He literally said he was proud of them.
the Mets or the Braves.
The Mets,
What's he proud of?
the fact that they scored a lot of runs, but it didn't.
It doesn't matter if you don't score more than the other team.
Like, you can win 1-0. You could
Win
win
11-0,
10.
right.
Yeah, like, dude, I hate this cam so much. Dude, ESPN does like the more time I spend watching sports,
Yes.
the more I realize that ESPN does not know how to broadcast live sports. At least that they used to be able to do it, as Isaiah Kiner-Falefa looks completely
Lost. Oh,
Like,
my
I
God.
gotta tell you, this has got to be nice
Dude.
for Verlander.
Yeah.
He's in the middle of one of the worst stretches of his career. He gets to face his comfort team.
Right.
Like a nice bowl of chicken noodle soup.
Right.
That's what the Yankees are to Justin Verlander. That's what the Yankees are to any pitcher at this point. They're a nice bowl of chicken noodle soup.
Right.
Get their confidence going.
Yes.
Maybe be a turning point.
Right.
Like, pitchers see that they're facing the Yankees. They're like, oh, this is going to be an easy day for me.
Oh.
Like, pitchers aren't, nobody's intimidated by the Yankees anymore. The Yankees
Well,
are,
right now without Judge.
even with Judge, you just pitch around him. When he comes back, I'm sure the game plan is just going to be to pitch around him some more.
No. Hey, at least you got Stanton back.
Yeah, but Giancarlo Stanton's in the middle of his, like, month-long, just got off the IL stretch where
Right.
he
I
looks
gotta
like
get back. Okay.
he never played baseball. But when that slump is over, he's gonna carry the team for a month
Right.
or 2
Well-
months. So like he's gonna have a stretch where he absolutely carries the team. So
Right.
or he might just be getting old, and this might just be who he is now. Which again, bravo, Brian Cashman. I hate this team so much. I hate Brian Cashman. I hate the New York Yankees.
So I've heard. So I've heard.
Really, you heard that?
I mean,
hate the
it's shocking.
Yankees.
Shocking for sure, but yeah, that's what I heard.
Pearl
so.
clutching, clutching your pearls, man.
That's what I heard. That's what I heard. Well, will you feel better if they win tonight? At least.
This team could go on a 15-game winning streak, and I still wouldn't be fazed by it.
Okay. Well,
Okay, at
which
15
is what they need. But I mean, hey,
Like I have absolutely no faith in this team's ability.
wow. In June.
Before in spring training, I was saying on the first day of spring training, I literally
Yeah, I
tweeted-
remember.
Like I pinned that tweet before I replaced it with
I remember
my,
that.
caster reel.
Yes.
It's the Pittsburgh Pirates. That's an inspiring team right there. That
Uh,
team, that team, if they played the Yankees in the best 7 series, they win that series. They're first in the NL Central, dude.
Yes,
That
they are.
division sucks.
I know. 34 and 31. They're 3 games over. Next team below them, Milwaukee's at 500, 34 and 34. So both Central divisions, awful. God awful.
I mean, the NL Central
I-
has been god awful for years. We've
Yeah.
known this.
Yeah, but NL Central not much better. So
Dude, the Central divisions are the worst.
yeah, and yet we have to toil in the AL East, where now almost every team is above 500 except for the Red Sox, which I'm fine with.
I hate this division so much.
I do too, but
Again, the Yankees are still losers, regardless. Again, I call them the biggest losers in baseball for a reason. Tonight is going to prove that. Francisco Lindor shaved his
he
head?
did cut his hair. I don't know. Maybe he wants to change.
That's a guy,
We'll see if it works.
and
but
like, I don't care if he goes yard in this at bat. I'm telling you, that is a guy who does not really know how to handle New York. See, I thought there's a little kid in the stands who cosplayed, basically cosplayed as Francisco Lindor.
yes,
Now he shaved his head and grounds one to Rizzo, and
oh, barely. Oh,
I swear,
almost beat it. out.
I thought Lindor was going to beat that out.
Almost beat it. out.
I was going to throw my
Oh.
water ball at that monitor, but
Sorry,
like,
it's a cheap monitor. I hope you don't have to throw it there though. I still have to go to Best Buy to buy another one. But
okay,
yep,
well,
beat
cool.
him by a
Yeah,
step. He
thank
beat him by a
God.
step,
Thank God.
and he didn't injure himself. That's good. That's good.
Next, you know, wait. Maybe came up a little awkwardly,
Nah,
a little
he's
bit on the
fine.
left ankle.
He's fine.
These are the Yankees we're talking about. That hurt him.
Let's hope not.
Look at Francisco Lindor without the dyed hair just looks.
Yeah, it looks
weird.
weird, right?
I'd say, but again, as I was saying before, dude, Francisco Lindor, that's a guy who doesn't really know how to handle New York that well. At least mentally,
Right.
he
It's
hasn't
tough, man.
handled it well at all because he's a lightning rod for multiple reasons.
Yeah, Cole, man, painting the blacks there, man, the corners, painted nice.
I will say Cole does look good right now, but I probably jinxed him here. Dude, Francisco Alvarez, just a stud. I don't know why he's batting fifth. As he
Struck him out,
just
made
gets
him
98.
High heat,
98 high. Now,
high heat.
now, but this is the type of command we need to see from Garrett Cole.
Right.
Because 98 high, like, look at this. I'm
No,
fine with the umpire cam on instant replay.
Right.
That works.
How tempting that is, man. I got to swing at that. Nope.
Yeah.
Nope.
And it looks like it rises.
It probably did.
Like, it's a... Like, major league hitters, like Vladimir Guerrero, like that type of fastball location right there. He just 96 that Brett Beatty fouled off. But Vladimir Guerrero, Sr., who I don't mind, he said that the rising fastball is a thing.
Oh yeah. I've
And
seen it.
meanwhile, yeah, physicists with PhDs say otherwise.
We-
But
I've seen it with my own eyes. That ball rising. So say what you want. I believe it.
yeah, I'm gonna trust Vladimir Guerrero before
Right.
before like a
Hall of
a
Famer.
physicist.
A guy who could hit the ball wherever
Before an
it was
actual
thrown.
physicist who has empirical evidence that the
Yeah.
rising fastball is not a thing.
Yeah. No,
I think the rising fastball is more like an optical illusion type thing.
all right. Well, if it fools the batter, isn't that all that matters? That's all that matters.
Yeah. There's some guy. I mean, they can track it.
Yeah.
I mean, Brett Beatty could very well in this next pitch rip a 98 mile an hour fastball to that was 97. He fouled it off, but again, like it's possible to make contact with it.
Sure.
Like, I've seen no shortage of bad starts from Garrett Cole.
Right.
Although it's because of Cole's like command. Like whenever Cole's command is sharp, he's sharp.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like the only guy who I've seen like take Cole deep when he has good command
is
is a Rafael Devers. That's it. But that's because Devers just owns him.
yeah.
For whatever reason, Rafael Devers just is an absolute sweat against Garrett Cole.
Yeah. Picks up the ball real good against him. So you gotta be having a call. I mean, it's first loss. First loss didn't come till June.
But again, wins and losses with this offense, I guess, means a little more. But But also, it could mean less as Beatty
Flies out to
flies
left.
out to left.
Inning over.
Dude, Cole and Verlander so far have been as advertised.
Both throwing no hitters, my friends. Both hitting no hitter.
Perfect games.
Perfect games. That's right. Yeah.
Justin Verlander, who robbed Garrett Cole of the Cy Young in 2019, by the way. 2019 should have been Garrett Cole's Cy Young. I'm sorry. That 326 strikeouts should get you Cy Young.
Yeah, I agree with that. What are you gonna do though? What are you gonna do?
Yeah, what are you gonna do?
Nothing. Can't do anything. Can't do anything. So Stanley Cup final. Did you watch the whole game?
I didn't watch the whole game. I caught the end of it. I caught the ceremony because it's the best ceremony in sports. I mean,
I agree.
One thing that I couldn't stand though is that Vegas fans were cheering for Gary Bettman.
Why?
Because I guess Gary Bettman hasn't done anything to Vegas.
No, good or bad. So
like he approved the team being made there, and he's wanted them to succeed.
Right.
Like they are. Like, Gary Bettman is definitely in their corner. Like, let's not get it twisted.
I can't help but be a little jealous, though. Just roll into the league. First year, make
that is what irritates me the most about.
Right.
Like, I'm happy for the players. I like that team.
Sure.
It's a very strong team. I don't hate anybody on that team.
No, they're very likable.
And there's it's a good cast of players. It's a respectable team. I mean,
Right.
Mark Stone is your captain. That's a I don't have a bad word to say about anybody on the Vegas Golden Knights.
Yeah.
But what irritates me the most about them winning is that the fans didn't get their mental scars.
No, they just got to roll
few years of playoff failure, I can say as a Yankee fan firsthand, I complain about it every single week.
Yes.
Playoff failure all the time sucks. That hurts. Game 7 against San Jose in 2019, you remember that? The big 5-minute major, they blew a 3-goal lead in the third period. That hurts.
Yes.
That is genuine pain. Like, that is something I have yet to experience with the Yankees as Billy McKinney rips one right center. Oh, that's going to be a ground rule double. He probably wouldn't have gone the third on that.
Nah.
Billy McKinney leads off with a ground rule double, but who's been solid.
Yeah.
Like, I do not mind what Billy McKinney has done. Judge comes back, he could come off the bench. It's
a nice...
Might have been bad location by Verlander.
Yeah, put a nice swing on there, man. Got the.
He has a real nice looking swing. I mean, he's a lefty, so obviously it's gonna aesthetically look better.
Right. All right. Let's see if they can drive him in.
As here is Jose Trevino, who can't hit righties for the life of him. A runner on second, nobody out.
Much less this righty. Nope.
And he didn't even move the runner to third.
Grounds to shortstop.
One thing I've noticed about the Yankees is that they have, I think, the
first pitch.
I believe they have the third worst on base percentage in baseball.
Really?
Yeah, they only have an OBP of like 300.
Ooh. Okay.
So they're not walking. Their plate discipline has been terrible.
Right.
Now here's Anthony Volpe.
Okay, who self-diagnosed a flaw in his mechanics
after eating
2 hits yesterday. Let's see what happens there.
After eating some chicken parm, Justin Verlander, who at the tail end of Volpe's childhood traumatized him as a Yankee fan.
Yeah.
Let's see, the kid from Bergen County, New Jersey.
That's right.
Runner on second, 1 out against one of the greatest pitchers of all time. Now, I don't care if he's having a bad year. He's still Justin Verlander against the Yankees.
Yep.
Squeeze him a bit inside.
Good eye.
but yeah, like Vegas as a fan base has not gone through
pain
anywhere close.
Any hardship.
They didn't go through years where they were like a disaster.
Right.
They were never like a laugh. I mean, last year, that was pretty funny. But again, everyone was rooting for Vegas to lose because they never really went through anything.
Yeah.
Oh, that I don't know why I
Hit it
thought that
hard,
was.
but flies out to center field.
I don't know why I thought that was gonna. If Trevino, if he moved McKinney over to third, that run would have scored. But
Yeah, but no, first pitch swing, weak ground ball to the shortstop. So
weak ground ball shortstop. That's the Yankee. That's the Yankee way nowadays. It's not
Right.
winning. It's weak ground balls to the left side of the infield.
he got under that a little bit. He
Yeah,
probably
yeah, he got under that.
he got under
just a
it.
smidge.
Yeah. All right, 2 outs, men on third.
So if I do Jake Bauers leading off. Yeah, like if you're a fan, like the losing for so many years is what makes winning so great.
Right. Yeah, tell me about it. Tell me about
Dude,
it.
that series win against
Tell
the
me about
Rangers was as great as it wouldn't have been as great as it was if it weren't for the last 10 years of being subjected to deep Ranger playoff runs and having them take the hockey spotlight in the tri-state area and have all the celebrities show up at their games and have the Devils be virtually ignored.
Yes. But now it feels good.
Yeah, like Vegas never had to the fans never had to go through anything like that. And sure, they are a passionate fan base over there in Vegas. But I don't know if I can say they're loyal per se, but
Well, I'll give you loyal in a couple years.
because yeah, dude, like how can you just do nothing but win and still like be considered loyal? It's like
Right.
they never even went through that much hardship.
Our bootleg feed just went out, so now we got. Now I gotta see if I have-
You could refresh the page on your laptop. I mean, I'll check Twitter. I swear to God, if Jake Bauers went deep on that bet,
and we missed it. All right, let's see if we get this back again. I got it. I don't love it. Come on, load it up. Load it up. There we go. All right.
the bet's still going. Still going.
Still going. All right.
Still going. So you worked the count full.
All right, Jake. Let's see what you got. let's see what you got.
Yeah, but like if the Devils did nothing but win, would that series win against the Rangers have felt that good? If it weren't for the last 10 years of losing?
Yeah, you're right. Wouldn't have felt as good. Well, though, it always feels good when they beat the Rangers. Let's be honest.
It always feels good, but like
Really good.
It's that extra. Like it made it feel something extra special, like a massive weight being lifted
That's exactly what it felt like.
off our shoulders. Again,
That's
I said,
exactly what
I
it
said
felt
when
like.
Eric Holla scored the 3-0 goal
Oh man.
in
Yep.
Game 7, I screamed.
Yeah.
I almost started crying. Like I
I think
swear to
we
God,
all did because we were like, thank God, man.
Again, I would
Thank
a
God.
decade of frustration.
Yeah. Yeah.
Just so much like little brother syndrome, and just to be able to shut that arrogant fan base up.
Yeah. That and a promising future. Yeah. It feels good, man. It feels good. Did you watch the NBA Finals?
Yeah, I watched the NBA final. Dude, Nikola Jokic. I got so much respect for that guy.
That guy is awesome.
He is. I think there's no doubt at this point that he's the best player in the NBA.
Oh yeah. Yeah. Forget everybody else.
He does literally everything as Jake Bauers pops out in the top of the third as another feeble offensive inning for the Yankees as they get a runner in scoring position and
Nothing. Nothing.
don't get him home. My God, the
Shocked.
Yankees?
Shocking.
The Yankees?
Shocking.
Not Bringing home a runner on second with less than 2 outs. Color me shocked.
Shocked. I'm shocked.
I have no words. This has never happened.
I like Jokic. They're like, hey, he's like, wait, when's the parade? It's on Thursday. It's like, I gotta get home. He's like,
I have to get home.
I have to get yes. I have to get.
The NBA is just a 9 to 5 for him.
I know, right?
Like,
I love it.
That's
I
really
love
not
it.
his passion. You know what his passion is?
What is it?
Horse racing.
Really?
In Serbia. His passion.
Does he
his
own
dad.
Does he own horses?
Yeah, I think he owns horses. No, but he wanted to be like when he retires from the NBA, he's going to become like a trotting coach.
Really, a horse trainer?
Yeah.
So he's gonna be at the Belmont Stakes and the Triple Crown,
No, I think in like
or in Serbia. I mean,
yeah, whatever the
Wow.
whatever Serbian or
right?
like I'm sorry, like I know this country has taken a lot of flack in recent years for to some people for good reason, but like you got a choice between having 100 million American dollars to spend on a massive mansion in Aspen
Yes,
or Serbia.
he loves his home country.
I mean, yeah, obviously, hey,
I've never been to Serbia. I don't know. It's not nicer than Aspen. It's probably not, but
is Serbia? Was that no? Serbia wasn't behind the Iron Curtain.
no, they were a Czech country. I think.
Yeah, they were. They're Eastern European.
Eastern European. Yes.
Yeah, they're.
Which typically, you think, concrete, steel. Yeah.
I could think of concrete apartment buildings.
Yes.
Like, stuff that you build in Minecraft when you're 8 years old.
Yeah. George Springer just hits one out. Blue Jays up 1-0. Screw the Blue Jays. You guys suck. I hope I hope you get swept again. We will see. As they flash to Buck Martinez, top 7 payrolls in the MLB.
Showalter.
Mets. Sorry, Buck Showalter. What is it? Martin. Sorry, I'm in Toronto mode already. Yeah, Mets Yankees battle of the top 2 payrolls, my friends. Here, right in front of us.
These two teams' payrolls combined is probably like I don't know, what's the GDP of Serbia? I don't know.
Here,
I'll
look it up real quick.
I'm sorry.
It's
Serbia.
probably higher than $500 million, but I would like to know.
Dude, their main export is Nikola Jokic.
That's for certain.
I sound awful right now. Oh my god.
Okay, yeah, the GDP of Serbia is $63.08 billion. So you're a little off there.
Yeah,
little off there.
Okay, like a really tiny island nation. Has their economic growth coincided with Nikola Jokic's rise?
It would appear so. Yes. Look at the chart here. Jokic right about there. So yes, let's say yes.
Yeah, and through COVID too.
Yes. Yes. Serbia's main export is automobiles, base metals, furniture, food processing, machinery, chemicals, sugar, tires, clothes, and pharmaceuticals. So they're not.
What car brand?
I don't know.
Serbia.
I don't.
It's probably like American companies who are outsourcing stuff to Serbia.
2021, Serbia exported $519 million in product to the United States. Main product exported: frozen fruits and nuts, engine parts, and rubber tires. They're big. They're big into tires, I guess. Who knew? So they're not. Yeah, they're not some backwards third world country.
Yeah,
like you may have been implying. I think they're doing quite fine.
I'm not saying.
And Jokic.
I'm sorry, I live in the United States.
Right, and Jokic. Yes, world champion basketball player.
Jokic is him, bro.
Yeah.
He is actually like awesome. Like I would have no problem. Like I never had a problem with the Warriors winning every year because I liked their players and they had respect. Cool. They had respectable talent.
Sure.
Like Steph Curry.
Well, no argument there.
Is respectable.
Yes.
Klay Thompson is respectable.
Yes.
Draymond Green, Kevin Durant, but although KD, his only problem was that he signed there. Like, there's nothing inherently wrong with Kevin Durant as a person. Draymond is a little, punching players in the face and, kicking Steven Adams and the Nads in 2016. But that is the thing. Like during the 2016 Western Conference Final between the Warriors and Thunder, who KD was on at the time, obviously. Draymond, he kicked Steven Adams in the nuts.
Yes. Ow. Well, that'll show him.
Yeah, the Warriors ended up coming back with
Yeah.
a 3-1 series
Yeah.
deficit,
Yeah, it worked.
which they ended up blowing in the NBA Finals to LeBron, who I have no shortage of opinions on.
No, that's a whole podcast. Right?
No, you should hear my dad talk about LeBron.
And got him. Got him.
Oh, look at that.
Got him.
Anthony Volpe,
Wow. He can hit and he can throw now.
the Bergen County Bomber.
That's right.
That's his nickname if he becomes good.
The Bergen County Bomber. That's a good nickname.
I think he grew up in Bergen County.
Let's. He is a local.
Also, like a fun detail that was put into that dinner with Austin Wells. Like, oh yeah, they were eating chicken parm. And I'm like, oh, in the Volpe household. I'm sure chicken parm with that Sunday sauce.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Grandma's Sunday sauce.
With the Nana's chicken parm. The homemade tomatoes that were grown in.
Watchung, New Jersey. Moved there when he was in 4th grade.
Watchung is in.
And attended school in Morristown. So, yeah, That's Bergen County, right?
Yeah, it's a well-off area. Yeah.
Or Morris County, but wait, where's what county is Watchung in? Somerset. So no.
Okay, Somerset.
Somerset.
Still,
or Morris County.
Still north.
Yes, North Jersey. Yes, you're correct on that.
Yeah, like that's not quite Soprano County.
Right.
Like Soprano County is up near like Montclair.
Right.
Like the super duper rich areas of North Jersey.
Oh, West Caldwell, like all that. Yes.
Well, yeah, that's where like Tony Soprano, Paulie Walnuts, Silvio, Pussy Bob and Sarah. That's where all those guys lived.
Right.
Show. And again, New Jersey, we take pride in the Sopranos. Like Tony Soprano is our son. Okay, we.
Oh yeah.
Like, sure, is he one of the most heinous human beings in the history of television?
Yeah.
Yes.
People love him though.
I mean, well, yeah. What do people try to defend Tony Soprano? That's what I love about those anti-hero, like, villain protagonists. And you see it with Walter White, too. Like, people try to justify their actions to the point where it's like, yeah, no.
Yeah.
I think you gotta refresh the.
All right, keep talking. We'll catch one more inning here.
Like, yeah, you see people try to justify their actions. Again, with Walter White up until season 5 of Breaking Bad, everyone still was kind of like, maybe he's a bit of a sympathetic figure. I don't know.
People still love him though.
I mean, because Walter White's a great character.
He did it because he liked it. He was good at it.
I have a family, Jesse.
Let's cook.
Jesse, we need to cook. The memes have totally made Breaking Bad like a different show. It gave it a second life, really. Because people my age were introduced to Breaking Bad by the funny memes. Like the rampant shit posting on Twitter of like that shot, like right after spoiler alert, click away if you somehow haven't seen Breaking Bad.
Come on.
The
Spoiler alert.
It's
been like 7
shot
years.
where the scene where Hank dies, and it's hit like the shot of his face or Walter White's face before.
That's
he
a good
falls
meme
down.
where he's screaming through the window.
Where he's like, no, the scene where he's just like, it's the close up of his face, of his shocked face before he falls down.
Yes.
Like I tried to make the face on camera, although my Mike might have blocked it, but like you know what scene I'm talking about. You've probably seen it.
Yes, I do.
You're
For sure.
you're also unfortunately on Twitter, so
All right, trying to pull this up. What are you gonna do? These bootleg sites not reliable?
I hope they don't. The Stream Ace is almost dead. Although the big caveat about Stream Ace is you can still watch NFL games on there.
Yeah, I kind of like that.
Yeah, like
I don't know. Right?
dude, that saved me in college. Dude, Stream East. Just have what I do in the the video game room, like the public room at Iona. I'd get on the Xbox. The Microsoft Edge is an app on the Xbox. I'd go on there. I'd go on Stream East and I'd put on Red Zone.
Oh, cool. Then
Like I watch football there, and like we're not allowed to eat in there anymore, which sucks. But
who ruined it for everybody?
I don't know.
Somebody did.
Somebody ruined it, but like I don't know, people just didn't clean up after themselves,
Okay, fair enough.
which sucks. But
Ruined it for everybody.
like just go in there, get a bunch of food, sit down, watch football. And whenever the Giants started playing, I'd pick up my laptop and like go somewhere else because I only like watching football when I'm around people who also understand it.
Oh yeah, well it's way more fun. Way
Like
more fun.
my roommate, my freshman year roommate, who I love by the way. He's a Giant fan, but he's like strange in the way that he's also like a Jalen Hurts fan, so he also doesn't mind the Eagles. So like I told him,
Can't do both.
I'm like, dude, that's heinous.
It's
but
very heinous.
I'll go with it, but no, like he'd be up at 1 a.m. playing Madden, and he'd be like yelling, which is so funny.
Oh, man.
Like
Okay.
that's how I was like, dude, you're throwing in the triple coverage. He's like, shut up.
Well, how is he going to learn if you don't call him out?
And I call him. Dude, he consulted me on every single one of his I was his head of pro football operations.
Right. So you were sitting up in the skybox.
Also known as my bed.
Right.
That was like 3 feet
So you were
away from
offensive
him.
and defensive coordinator.
No,
Calling
I
shots
wasn't
from
his
above.
coordinator. I was just like GM.
Okay.
I was his head of pro football ops.
That's
I
hilarious.
greenlit roster moves for him.
Okay. That's awesome. That's how it should be. That's how it should be.
And next year I'm living like directly a floor above him, so I'm just gonna go down. We're living in suites.
Right.
So I'm living with a bunch of my East.
Just
Coast
shout down
friends.
from the heating vent. Like, hey. He'll hear you.
I don't know how the vents don't work.
Or
that way.
I guess you could just text him from one floor.
I can text him. Like,
hilarious.
but like whenever I watch football, I either want to watch it when I'm with other people who like football,
Yes.
or completely by myself.
Right.
Like, I don't want to watch football with people who want to make casual conversation with me. while
I
am
wanna watch a
dialed
game.
into a Giant
Yes.
game.
We'll watch a game.
Like, I can watch any other game and still be engaged in casual.
Well, that's because you have no dog in the show, right?
Yeah, I have no dog in the fight.
In the fight, yeah, whatever. However that description goes.
Like during the NFC Championship game, I was at an Iona basketball game
Right.
where that was an amazing game too. I got there like super duper early, so and the seats there in the student section are first come first serve.
Yeah.
So if you
So you get there
if you
early.
get there like an hour early,
Yeah.
you could be courtside.
Right.
I got courtside at the MAC tournament in
Okay.
AC.
Right.
Again, that again, which a trip I cannot say enough good things about. But I got really good seats. It was Iona against Quinnipiac, and I guess this show's just completely gone off the rails. But again, there's not that much to talk about. We can't get the Yankee game on, so like I don't know what's going on with that.
I'll do it the old fashioned way. We'll pull up game day. Bottom of the fourth. Good old game day. There you go. All right. Garrett Cole versus Brandon Nimmo. All right. We'll do it the old fashioned way.
I can't watch the game.
I know.
Game day.
We got no strike two.
I
Okay.
did it that way in high school.
Yes.
Like,
Well, we had no
on
choice.
on the like on the iPads that
Yes.
Voyager gave us,
Right.
like on opening day in 2019.
Yep.
I was supposed to be paying attention to biology
Right.
class.
You could do both. You can pay attention to both.
I think we were like dissecting dissecting a frog that
Right.
day or something,
Yeah.
but like no usual biology class crap. But like that was opening day in 2019, the Yankees Orioles, like the first series in the Cameron Woolley show's history.
Yes.
And like I remember like when Luke Voigt hit a 3-run homer in the first inning, I was like, yeah. I saw the in play runs.
Yes. Yep. Yep. It's like, what happened? Usually, yeah. I mean, that when you see he hit a home run. So, without seeing him hit a home run, you're right. It's not as fun.
Yeah.
Full count on Brandon Nimmo.
Oh, shocker. Garrett Cole nibbling. Was that a strike or a foul ball?
Oh, foul ball. Foul ball.
Oh.
6 pitch in the sequence, foul ball. It's working fast. Well, pitch clock and all, but
Yeah, the pitch clock really makes it so you work fast. Hold on.
I guess. As we wait for the next pitch on freaking game day. Sorry, I couldn't get the game up. Listen, beggars can't be choosers.
You can try
right?
different sites.
And he flies out. All right. He just flied out.
Anyways, yeah, but what was that? Oh, yeah, Iona Quinnipiac, we were down by like, this was during the NFC Championship game, so we were down by like 17 in the second half, and then we came back and one of my friends hit a 3-pointer, and when he hit that 3 to take the lead, we went absolutely just
Crazy.
berserk. that arena again, Hines, when there's a lot going on, gets loud. Like the atmosphere at Hines was better than the atmosphere at Boardwalk Hall.
Oh, in AC.
Yeah, in AC.
I love it.
Granted, I had way better seats in AC.
Wow.
That was I literally had a press pass.
Wow.
Like I
there you
had
go.
my Mac Esports lanyard.
There you go. You got
I was
access.
wearing it. It's
all about the credentials, man.
I had credentials.
It's all about
It was the first time in my life I could just flash a card. I could eat at the hotel, which is like boardwalk food. Like there was a restaurant in like the first floor of the hotel. It was literally just Jersey boardwalk food. And I ate like a pig.
Wow.
That weekend. I was
All you could eat, right?
Yeah, it was pretty much all. It wasn't a buffet. The breakfast was a buffet, which it should be. It's a hotel. Like I remember eating a mountain of bacon.
There's something to be said about all you can eat bacon.
And all you can eat breakfast buffets.
It's the best.
Like me right now. Like I'm trying to like kind of watch my diet a bit. But
that day,
like no, not back then. No, God, no, I was not dieting back then. But I was still losing weight because I wasn't eating breakfast. Like, although I was eating breakfast, when there's a breakfast buffet, I'll get up at like 8 a.m. to go out and grab a bunch of French toast.
right?
like-
the mountain,
like-
the mountain of bacon.
Yeah, bacon, French toast, and hash browns.
Yes.
Although for some reason the last few years, like how taste buds like evolve, I'm starting to like think that hash browns and tater tots are like too oily,
Oh,
which sucks because like
okay.
when they're done right,
You're not wrong.
like when they're done right, I love them. But like when I ate the hash browns at, although I don't think they had hash browns at the showboat, but overall they had really good boardwalk food.
Yeah.
Like for lunch and dinner, like after I was done casting a game, like I had to get up one morning at 7 because I was calling Fairfield, Manhattan that morning because for some reason they played a game at 8 a.m. Fairfield, like I don't know any of the guys on Fairfield, but or the guys from Manhattan, but I got up super early to call that game. Then I went down and I got breakfast. So
Did you ride the go-karts at the showboat?
yeah,
The go-kart
yeah,
track?
I top
Nice.
fived.
Wow, nice. All right. Okay.
After I started and like forgot that I could hit the gas pedal, like I don't trust the handling on go-karts. Because, like, dude, that thing going fast, like slamming into a wall, that's like, I keep thinking how many ribs I'm gonna break.
I've seen people get into accidents there. Yeah, you get going pretty quick there, man. And there things have
In
happened.
reality, those things only go like 20 miles an hour. But
That's fast though. Inside, with like
inside with no windshield,
right. That's a lot. That's
like
fast.
I started like a lap down, but then I'm like, oh wait, I play Mario Kart, and like,
I play Mario Kart.
like that's a reason why I'm such a good driver because I
Did you
grew
play
up
Mario Kart?
Mario Kart. We no less.
Sure.
A very chaotic game.
Absolutely.
I grew up playing Wii,
Sure. Switch.
Double Dash,
Right.
and DS.
Right.
Those were some the Double Dash. Forget it.
Sure.
Wii was broken because you could clip through every single track in the game. The checkpoint system is broken.
Right.
Like if Mario Kart Wii was made nowadays, hell, even if it was made 5 years ago, they would have patched all the fun stuff out of the game.
You're not wrong.
Yeah.
You're not wrong.
Although like the trade-off is now that Mario Kart 8 Deluxe plays amazingly.
It's very nice.
Like as much as I
nice.
hate Nintendo for, among other things, not making a proper Mario Kart 9, although they might on their next console,
Yes.
because again, like the Switch has been out for 6 years. That's about the
That's
lifespan
like
of it.
forever, man. Feels like
for
forever.
for a Nintendo console.
Yes.
It's around the end of its lifespan.
Yeah.
The Wii U was not even 5 years. Also, I think the Wii U was like it was around 5 years. It released in 2012, Switch in 2017. The Wii was from 06 to 12, and the GameCube was from 01 to 06.
Yeah.
And the 64, I think, the 64 came out in 96, right? It was 96, because 94 the SNES was still
around, yeah.
The Super Nintendo, that was like Nintendo's prime hardware was
I have
Super
one
Nintendo.
somewhere. I have one somewhere. I got to dig it up. I'll dig it up.
I used to have an NES, but then like gradually
I have that too. We'll have to dig it out and do some classic gaming one day.
you gotta get like an AV to HDMI port.
Yeah.
We've been talking about playing video games. Like I want to play you in Smash. Like I'm curious.
Dude, I'm gonna get crushed. That's why
I want to see what your no.
I got
like
no
I'm
skill.
curious. I
All
wonder
right.
what like your neutral is.
Oh
though.
God.
Like
I'm bad, dude.
and
terrible.
me compared to my friends, I'm bad too.
All right.
Like I'm gonna be living in the same suite as Iona's Smash captain.
Okay. Yeah.
Pato,
Pato.
right. Who's awesome.
All
like
right.
like he's a
Pato.
he's a great dude, great player.
Nice.
Like he plays like in tournaments, so
Yeah.
he doesn't play in like majors. Like he's not MK Leo,
Right.
which if he heard that he would kill me.
Right.
But like he's not MK Leo, but he is very very good at
Very
the
good.
video game.
Okay.
Like me compared to him, and although I will say, I have gotten him a couple times. They're freak accidents. But I've gotten him a couple times. And I got him, and I beat him once on one of his secondaries.
Yeah.
I beat him on his Marth. I beat, like, my Captain Falcon, which, not the worst. Like, I have gotten better, like with my combos and all that. But, like, my Captain Falcon beat his Marth, which should not happen.
Right.
And most of the time, it doesn't happen. It's like 1 in 100 times I play him.
Yeah.
But it's really funny when I do beat him.
Amazing. All right, we'll set that up for one day.
Yeah,
get
one
it
day
going.
when it's like really slow.
We'll get it going.
we are in a slow time of the year. for
Hey,
sports.
Yankees, Mets, or Orioles have the second best record in the MLB. This is I'm Devils making the playoffs. I'm having a great time right now, man. But you know, our two major sports just ended their season, so we got baseball until preseason starts. Still, hey man, I'll argue Yankees Orioles all day, man. Like we just did for over an hour.
The Yankees Orioles, it's not much of a debate anymore. The Orioles are superior in like every way now.
Yeah, I gotta love it, man. Gotta love it.
I mean, our bullpen's better, but our bullpen's also like better than most teams in baseball. But like you have everything. I'm starting. No, you have Bears starting.
Yeah, and more some pretty awesome prospects coming up too.
Yeah.
So
The Orioles remind me a lot of the Devils. Like, do you see those?
yeah, good comparison, man, for sure.
Well, the Yankees are a lot like the Rangers. Not only
It's also a good comparison, actually.
because I said that the Rangers didn't build the team; they only acquired talent.
Right.
The Yankees also did a similar thing. They didn't build the team; they only acquired talent. Like the Josh Donaldson trade, while it didn't generate nearly as much hype,
Right.
the Josh Donaldson trade was kind of like Patrick Kane
Right.
coming to
Yep.
the Rangers.
It's a good These are very good analogies.
A guy who's like does absolutely nothing, which I love seeing it when it's my team who's the
Sure.
beneficiary of it.
Sure you do. Oh my god.
Dude, Patrick Kane going, that was such a funny series. We're gonna be reminiscing about this series.
Oh yeah, for a long time.
Dude,
I love it, man.
It was
I love
so
it.
funny. It was so
Love it
fun.
because it totally could have gone the other way, man. I'm glad it didn't. Oh,
And what made it special for me is like on campus, like I live in Westchester.
right. So, a lot of Ranger fans.
Well, down here, like I live around here, but like when I'm on campus, like most of my time, I live in Westchester,
Yeah.
and I'm deep in enemy territory.
Right.
Like
Deep.
8 months of the
territory.
year, I am in enemy territory.
Yes.
And that entire series, all the Ranger fans came out of the woodwork. I saw Ranger jerseys. I didn't wear a Devils jersey at all. I was stoic about it. I didn't talk any trash.
Yeah, you're very classy. As far as I know.
Yeah. Oh no. The day after, I was an asshole.
Sure.
I was.
At that point, you've earned it. So
No. Literally after the game, I banged on my friend's door. It was a Ranger fan to rub it in, and he was like FaceTiming.
Yeah.
I think it was his.
it's crying.
I think that's his girlfriend.
Okay,
Who he was facing.
sure.
I don't know. I don't know.
Sure.
But we were going back and forth. I was up there for a half an hour, just absolutely giving it to him.
Yeah. Hey man.
Although we ended up having a conversation about the series.
Okay.
Like we were talking about.
like gentlemen.
Yeah, we were like
Okay.
gentlemen. Well, no, like I wore my Jack Hughes jersey the whole next day. My professor in my morning class on Tuesdays, he was like, he's an Islanders fan, so he was
Yeah.
like, dude, thank you.
Yeah. Okay. Good. Nice. That's hilarious.
The Islanders fans.
Hey man, I would have.
Devils and Islanders have no beef.
No, not at all. Not at all.
I don't know why this reminds me of it, but Stanley Cup champion with the Vegas Golden Knights, Sean Burke.
Yeah.
Sean Burke, former.
Yeah.
I think he was the goalie during the '88 run.
I have to look that one up, but
Oh, wait, you didn't become a fan until
no, like 90. Jeez, like 2009 actually. So it was late. It was late. I appreciated them, but yeah, it wasn't until 09. I was like, I'm gonna follow this. This looks like fun.
I mean, hockey is fun.
Yeah.
I mean, you got in on the tail end of the.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, I casually followed the Red Wings when I lived in Michigan, but not to this extent though.
Yeah, like the Devils that you're passionate about them.
I am. I'll live and die by them now. So
Also, I love how not the Devils are good again. There's actual buzz around here about them.
I love it. Now if the state would embrace them and start putting logos and flags up on the street poles and and things like that.
Like they do in Florida.
Yes, like do in Florida, like they do in Canada.
And also like in Vegas.
And Vegas, yeah.
Like in Vegas.
Yeah.
Vegas, dude, that city was going nuts.
Yeah.
Like in the street. Oh
Yeah,
my God.
yeah,
There
yeah.
was like 100,000 people.
Yeah.
That
Crazy.
city,
That's
I will not
I love to see that.
I will not take that away from that fan base.
Right.
Sure, they are spoiled, but although it's going to be tested when they eventually suck, but that is a fan base that, as for right now, unconditionally loves their team.
Yeah.
Like, they love that team.
Right.
It's so funny when like the Raiders, there's no buzz about the Raiders in Vegas. And there's gonna be no buzz about the A's in Vegas. When you go in the streets in Vegas, you see Jack Eichel jerseys.
Right. Yeah, they love hockey. I love it. I love
see
it. In
Mark
a
Stone
desert.
jerseys.
In a desert.
Alex Petrangelo. Jonathan Marchessault, Conn Smythe winner, by the way, Jonathan Marchessault,
Yeah.
against his former team who let him walk in the expansion draft.
Yep. Yeah.
Riley Smith,
Gotta feel
who
good.
was traded to the Vegas Golden Knights so they could take Jonathan Marchessault.
Yeah. Gotta feel good. Yeah. So congratulations, guys.
Yeah, you see those guys.
Congratulations.
You don't see Devontae Adams jerseys.
Nah.
You don't see Josh Jacobs jerseys. And when the A's eventually move there, I mean, there's nobody on the A's I can name right now. There's nobody good enough on their team who they're going to trade at the deadline.
It's gonna be interesting.
That it
But
is.
congratulations, guys. You've hit the jackpot
In Vegas.
in Vegas. All right, mid-fifth still zip. So Blue Jays have gone up 2-0. Top of the eighth, so time is running out. But all right, got anything else?
Let me see. I just saw a tweet that I'm not going to repeat on the air.
Okay.
Oh my god.
Okay.
Yeah, anyways, I believe that wraps things up
All right.
for today. So,
Okay.
from Ming Chen and a Shared Universe podcast studio, I am Cameron Woolley. Stay classy, New Jersey.